Hello, my pretties. It is time for your Taurus February 2020 tarot reading. I've got your cards pulled already, and as I said last month, we will be using the vice versa tarot. I'll go ahead and get started, and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Also, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We start out today with the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Cups in reverse, the Two of Swords, the Fool, the Magician, the Ace of Wands, the Six of Swords in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse. I'm sorry, that is actually the front of the King of Cups. That is not in reverse. We have the Hermit in reverse and the Ace of Cups. So, and I forgot to say that the Magician is also in reverse. I will also say the Magician is a 1, and then we have 1-1 here. So that's 111. Check that out as your angel number for a special message. So we actually had the Five of Pentacles in your last reading, only it was not in reverse last time. And so this can really be taking responsibility for your actions, having the awareness around them that you are responsible for your actions. And here it's kind of almost a penitent energy. It's like he realizes he's messed up, and already it's a more powerful energy than what was going on last month, just for having taken responsibility for it. Even if it is very painful, especially if it is very painful, there's a lot of power in taking responsibility for our actions. We then have the Three of Cups, which is often a three-party situation, but this is shadow side, so this is not the physical aspect of it. This would be more the physical aspect of it. This is more the emotional aspect of it. It looks like this may, this could be with water signs. And it's like they have a lot to give here. And you can't really see what is going on with Taurus, right? She's got her cup in the air. But there is this three-party situation, and it's like it's emotionally connected. So that's not to, it could be romantic. It isn't necessarily romantic, but that does indicate that it is outside of self, although it can refer to the individual's mental response to this three-party situation. We have the Two of Swords, which is in this sense, it is chaos and turmoil, internally, mentally, troubled emotions, imbalance between masculine and feminine, and it's you can see the red and the blue swords. It's masculine and feminine in this deck for me. It's like, and there's also lightning in the background here. So even though it's a storm, right, there's a lot of wish fulfillment in there, and it is not outwardly seeing that. So this is an internal battle. Gaining victory over this is part of the wish fulfillment, but it's like there has to be a shakeup in order for there to be a change. And from that change comes a new journey, a new beginning in a sense. There is a snake here, and of course for me that's always Scorpio. So that can be Scorpio energy or a Scorpio person. This is also turning your back on a crown and romance. So this crown can be a ruling energy, right? It could be turning your back on the previous ruling energy, what that cycle, what that pattern was for you. We then have the Magician in reverse. And this refers to having the ability to create everything that you want out of a situation, but not necessarily having that full awareness. And the awareness is coming, it's blooming, it's developing still. We then have the Ace of Wands. And this is, in this journey, it is part of the new beginning. It is part of that triumph. We have the eagle over here, the freedom, the passion. I mean, this is fire. So this is kind of stepping through a process, right? And coming out on the other side. In that we move into the the Six of Swords. She's holding this cup in her hand, right? And it's a balance of energy, because it's like masculine and feminine working together in this situation. And it almost looks like there's swords stuck through the boat. So, and for me, this is always like poking holes in your own ship. So you've got through this, and you've got a new way of thinking coming on, you've got a new perspective, and you're still, it's almost like you're beating yourself up, poking holes in your own ship. Like, how are you supposed to float like that? You are attacking self. I think I might clarify that one. We also have the King of Cups. So this is being master of your emotions from the masculine sense. There's also this dolphin on the back here, which can represent a playful and intelligent energy. So maybe a background energy, not necessarily you, but someone who is supporting you. And then moving into this hermit energy. And again, there's the snakes showing up here. There's also a crab, so it may relate to Cancer and Scorpio in this. You can see the crab right down here. And the hermit is actually Virgo. But again, the crab can also represent fear, doubt, uncertainty in a situation. Ultimately, we come out with the Ace of Cups coming into a new emotional plane. I want to say it's like you have completed a cycle and there's light at the end of the tunnel. Like, because a lot of these other cards have been very dark, and this one is the first one that has come up with brighter colors. And oh, this I believe was in, I want to say Scorpio's reading and potentially Taurus's reading last month. And it was talking about watching someone. So if you are watching someone, it seems like you have released that. And in doing so, it gives you access to a new pattern, a new cycle, a new way of thinking, a new emotional plane. I am going to clarify the Six of Swords. Okay. We have Judgment and the Four of Swords. So this is very much where I said here, self-judgment and like poking holes in your own ship. It's like you don't see how far you've come. And there's a bit of a masculine imbalance here. And I think that's why it follows up with the King of Cups, right? Because the King of Cups is what's needed to release, go into this hermit energy confidently and do your inner work, and then come out on the other side as the champion, being able to release and let go of the other things, because it's like the king is sleeping. This is my Nero fiddled while Rome burned. This is contemplative energy, but it's like masculine is being overwhelmed by feminine in this sense. And there's a lot of self-judgment that's coming from the feminine aspect. And that is holding you up. Also, I just looked at the bottom of the deck, and it's the Tower card in reverse at the bottom of the deck. This also has a reference to the Chariot card, which is Cancer in this deck, and that being movement. So it is, the movement seems to be an internal movement, a shift in the way of thinking. You may be also dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo. There is the need to forgive self, to let the movement from that carry you forward, and let masculine and feminine come into balance. Taurus, I hope that this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you again next time.